Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer, Sega's service. Yep, that's right, Sega's subscription service. What model are they going to take? Are they going to want to try to go direct to public, or are they going to go through the networks? Are they going to go through PlayStation and Xbox? For me, it would be preferable if they went the Xbox PlayStation route, right, rather than individual. But that's what the companies want to do. They always start off this way. They want to go direct so they can collect as much information on their own as possible so they can sell your data. I mean, that's part of the business model. That's just, it is what it is, right? For me, it'd be better if you just do it on a subscription service under one that's already established, like I do, for example, with EA. Like I have EA included in my Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and I don't have to worry about it. It's just there. Whenever I want to play old EA games, I play them there. And now that they're not going to be a retro company, the only thing you can surmise from that is that they're going to make their works available through other areas, right? All their retro content is either going to be licensed out or it's going to be put through the service. But when it comes to titles, there might not be exactly the ones that you may want, right? Because there's certain companies where they've been the publisher, and that company may still want to make money on them. I mean, they still have the first right of refusal, I guess, to do it. But when you think of popular titles of Sega, there might be some, right, just based on numbers, that you don't even think about that are going to be included in the service. And it all depends how much the service is. Like I pay $5 for, I think it's $5 for EA, right? But what do you have as far as Sega? When you do you think of Sonic Dash, for example? The 2013 version? It had like over 500 million downloads, like 500 million. It was a mobile game by Hardlight Studio. Do you ever think about Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, right? You have the original Sonic, right? That's going to be in it. I mean, it has to be, right? The 1991 version, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 from 92, right? What about when they published that Total Warhammer 2 back in 2017? That was on PC. Is that going to be included? It could be. You're probably not thinking of that. Are you thinking of Puyo Puyo? I mean, I think that sold like 30 million or something. Virtual Fighter 2, of course, Sega Saturn. It's classic, has to be in there. Shining Force, right? So, what about Phantasy Star Online? Sega Rally Championship? Yakuza 0. I mean, if you get, a little bit closer to today's market, right? Persona 5 is probably going to be included there. I mean, that's something that you could probably think, yes, that's going to be included. But do you ever think about Football Manager from 2004? They're probably going to throw that in there. I mean, whatever they can get licenses for, right? Not everything has a license. You're going to have some classics in there, right? You could have Crazy Taxi, right? They published the original Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta, 2009, I think. That was a year. What about Sonic Generations? I mean, they're going to be Sonic all over the place. Sonic Generations, Sonic Mania. And there's some other classics that they can go with. But what should be the price? I mean, what are you willing to pay for this service? And based on that, what do you expect? The thing is that we really can't expect the latest and greatest. It's not going to be like Xbox day one releases. They may have some. I don't know. I don't know what this business model is going to be, because I don't see them with the fervent following, for example, that the Persona series has. Do you think they're going to let go of those collector editions? 150, 125 bucks a piece. I don't see them doing that, right? So what will they offer, and at what price? Are you willing to pay $9.99 to play a lot of these classics? Right? Are you willing to pay $9.99 to play Shenmue, the original Shenmue, for Jet Set Radio? What about Total War Shogun 2? I mean, that's the kind of stuff that might be included on the service. Just like in any other service, most of the games you don't play, you play a few. But if you already own the games, are you going to spend the money doing that? it, it is really a tough call, because a lot of these companies see that this is the business model that actually makes money over time, right? Having that subscription service, having that guaranteed money coming into your company every month, establish a base from that, and help pay the bills and help generate revenue with, titles that you've already done. So you're spending no money whatsoever, right? The only thing you're spending money on is the servers. You could offer it through cloud gaming. Definitely going to offer it on mobile. Is the mobile service the same, as what they're going to offer online? If you get it through them, do you have to pay two separate bills? Is it going to be a PC one, one for consoles and one for mobile? I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and I don't know which route they're going to take. And depending on how they do it, you can really sour the public. You've seen it before. You've seen it where these companies try to take a huge bite out of the pie. Ubisoft, right, would be a great example. They want you to use their own launcher. They want all the info. They want all the cash. They want to pay zero commissions to anybody else, right? They want to bring you into their environment. Is Sega going to be able to do that if they're saying they're not a retro company? Because the only ones that I think would be willing to go that route and give them all the money with no question are the retro gamers. Will these new games be part of the deal, right? This new retro reimagined games that they're doing, is that going to be part of the deal that they're going to give to people? Hopefully so, right? But you have to convince somebody. But if you don't, if you don't get the people right off the bat when you release the first iteration of the service, then you have to go the other route. Then you have to sub it to Xbox, to PlayStation, to everybody else, because there's just not going to be enough enthusiasm. And what would you get for being a member? Like some of these games that are online, do you get extra skins, right? Do you get any type of bonus? I mean, those are all big questions, I mean, do you get them throughout? If you own the game and if you're playing it somewhere else, but you're part of the service, are there any benefits whatsoever? Do you get discounts on physical games? What will they offer? That is my big question. If you ask me what I would prefer, like if I had to sign up for this, at $5 or $6, I'd do it with Xbox or PlayStation. Probably the Xbox, because I could play on my PC, right? But I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they really, know what their limitations are, so they don't sour the public. Because if this launch doesn't work, everybody's going to be sour on this service. But to tell you the truth, there are some titles that I look forward to playing that on the go. Streets of Rage is something that I own already on Steam, right? But those are the type of titles, retro titles for me. Maybe some Persona titles, the Shin Megami Tensei series, the original ones. I like going back and playing those from time to time. Soul Hackers would be a great addition. There's plenty of Sega published games. There's a huge library in the Saturn from Japan that was never released here that they could make available. It's all about value. Will they give us a value? That is the big question. What do you guys think? Are you signing up for Sega service? I got to wait and see what they're going to offer. Guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.